the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Ebusuafo mpanimfo say osumbode a na wasum kwedu after observing Dr. Mahama Bawa's campaign ewo north. NDC share the former president John Dramani Mahama and so engaging with the people of Ghana because 6 months to the elections they are in him say share campaign as say either say on voter region, either say on central region, either say on Greater Accra, either say on western region, half one or not, Boko Central or hot. Na odi we ni chirema obehu former president John Dramani Mahama nanso odineni akochire Russia Vladimir Putin country Russia and less than 6 months to the election former president John Dramani Mahama akodom na early on and report bi by from Gordon Asaribediako, Dasebre and Adewru movement. Say former President John Dramani Mahama akushia Russian mercenaries. Russian mercenaries are Vladimir Putin, Russia for say omo person omo ye adwuma bi in terms of tactical unit, in terms of military group bia. Omo yusu group bia from Wagner group. Enti omo nka omo main military ho I say a different unit omo djuma ne say omo be djuma ewo Africa na eno na yehu letter 10 by Joyce Bawa Mogtari and he say okay fine adiana na kakra say 6 months to election na former president John Dramani Mahama any for no not any voter region campaign no Russia there and as a letter na ebe clarify and some nkofo adwen tata say former president John Dramani Mahama edien na okwakoye Russia Ghana for ahe and Russia yakwakoto aba main opposition party leader akopie mo Russia and I say okay ye bie letter nim na yakenkan na ntiase adaho na nokure no so ye dedi na ye bibie letter nim afedie enka obeka se radio didi atempa na ye di asase radio atem ni di daily guide atem introduction no letter no ye be kan amamo SA NSAdia yen ko kan daily guide again no matro afa former president of Dramani Mahama ne visit to Russia ye didi o matem e press release be clarify the former president John Dramani Mahama e kwakoye Russia and ye be letter ni omo say ye be article no Mahama in Russia for support and then the heading Mahama in Russia for support and any did attempt no okay ye be kind Joyce Bawa letter no so amamo now first obi beka say okay yen kan letters ne kura but say we ye author na o call for president na o pese o launch book na o translate ya election time ay campaign time and ye launch book election time ye launch book launching so the FA policies ho ben book launching ye translated from English echo Russia mu FA policies ho ben FA 24-hour economy ho ben enti reasonably no logically no dream one shady and a class because obi expect to say the NPP and as a CPP will main opposition party near see Bogwa near Kotuaba obeka say oko launch book oko school was Sweden into oko dane English not to Sweden asem any echo yanko kind daily guide report flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress John Dramani Mahama is in Russia for a fundraising event that raises questions than answers. Inti almost say first attempt or can say former President John Dramani Mahama or Kwako Pisika from Russia. I said, okay, fine. So be Babylon Chibuka. Oh, book no, Nina for 4 bar. A quiet on fason say, we can say, oh, media me to book with 10,000 cities. Me to book with 20,000 cities. Okay. So we are flag over here, Sika. At the year elections. Now, Prekum Russia. And they say, okay, Yambubumu. Sources say the trip to Moscow, the Russian capital, is an avenue to meet Russian oligarchs for a possible financial support disguised in a book launch. Into the book launch, you know, and a chere bedroom. Now, we chere no a sikajie near ya catch us. Okay, me ba me ye we yamau sikajie me ba me ye we yamau. Politician be not to be naive. Politician be a sika dia campaign. Baby a sika ni every bano. Each and every time. Ghana politics. Yoko ni nema. Omo investigations. Omo fast investigations nema. Inti after questions of sources of political funding. Abe a topical issue. Abe a topical issue in this matter. Now, even though Mahama was elected as the NDC flag bearer over a year ago, little is seen on the ground, creating apprehension among party members. Inti, let's say 1 year no former President John Dramani Mahama. Now so party members they form no omo hwehwe. Yeah report say Upper West region, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia parafini le hawaji wafa, Northern region omo hwehwe our ground. Enti ebaka say okay, it makes sense kakra say all the word dreams susu ho it makes reasonable sense say sikana sa aka numpe enti ende bi ko resist kana sikane ba ene yebe print t-shirt yebe banners yebe poster because former President John Dramani Mahama Ghana for be kanokura uhu ne billboards wukuru. There are no major billboards of former President John Dramani Mahama in town. Anything that we can say, way article way emma credibility to obia o person or your objective. Nsem-Pii TV, we can say, oh, a pro MPP, but who your objective are? Asamna America no, ubetimi ya ede adi atototo. Ye bani anko Bawa Mogtari in the attempt no di ye na atweaba sa article we go kan and yen kan imbo, but maintain the say and send them yet was. Worrying is the fact that the ex-president appears to be on a promising spree in Moscow. And then the problem, no, say Ghana for a 24-hour economy, omudin say ejuma no beba no, and the Russian for no mnium be ejuma. Russian so the him saying, a socialist, yenye demonstration. Russia opposition party ni ho. Russia nye kura Ghana any omayon kofan eko echiri bebre because of ideology say nipa ba betem atena so all these years. Normally countries are tiny omo ya yon kofa countries are omo practice democracy. In Russia there any China kakra no mo na ese any nam kakra no problem. Ghana still any Russia e wa yon kofa, but ese then oba clear say wanamontu a opeso true as president ye say obeye president ye ni Russia for ebe anyon kofa ba en kanchire Ghana for who have their thinking cap say book na ba lunch. That is the question in kofo bebre easy. Now it is worthy to note that the ex-president has a strong Russian network of friends, given his status as an alumnus of the Institute of Social Science in Moscow. It's the former President John Dramani Mahama. It is on record. Say, Oko school, our Russia. And in enough of what we na Russia and heading or more. Engaging with Russian oligarchs, position Ghana within a larger Russian strategy aimed at expanding its influence across Africa. A Russian analyst expressed potential danger in aligning with Russia. Inti and a major issue was because Dmitry Ivanov Dmitry Ivanov, oyede Russian analyst, and a cancer same way. Or say, in a disturbing turns of events, credible reports suggest that Ghana is potentially joining its neighbor Burkina Faso as a strategic colony of Russia. The country's main opposition party, which analysts say is more likely to win the presidential election in December 2024, the National Democratic Congress, is relying heavily on a Russian money and dark disruptive measures to secure victory. Russia issues what Russian they say there is no transparency. Say assemble da beni ati wo news mu say Russia for central region we na ekos wo Russia for western region we na ekos wo Russia for we at least countries be emu be Germany otimi tie de ekos wo Düsseldorf otimi tie de ekos wo Hamburg otimi tie de ekos wo New York otimi tie open Lagos, Abuja, Utie, but some countries be closed. And any issues they say issues Ghana we deal in secrecy. Ghana adie ekoso ejina nipa ba kope kura ye adwin na omo na mo krum obia timitire na adwin enti na wodo hu batam sankrofo ya omo ye den. They deal in opaque system. No problem. So go school or Ghana for be na ako school or Russia. But in terms of politics, Ghana baby a year kono. Russia ye pesi yeden ye ni omusika eye campaign na omu bebie nyima wa ha na omu ye niema wa ha na. And then the question. Yentimi draw conclusions. Ebi wo a mo pe Russia for us ebi mo a mo be but Ghana nkasa kro Ghana no Russia kro a bo beti say Vladimir Putin taiba Ghana say former president of Mahama win election Vladimir Putin better ya ba Ghana Russia Ukraine war edi amanihu sika sembebre aba no the whole world even former president of Mahama kra anu ankasa aka say Russia Ukraine war and this kasem amanihu about the whole world ebiaka Ghana na afi the Russia being view yet was Russia has notably increased its presence in Africa by offering military aid and political consultancy through Wagner Group and other entities. Into Russia omo country bia one strategy. United States one strategy. Maybe ombeba we ma usika and I say omba beye ayonkofe bi in terms of business Millennium Development Goal sa N1 ni na US omo sa no mo yonkofa akosombo down United States for and the man doctor saje for kwame sa no mo yonkofa China for also wo yonkofa omemema debt loan kakaka Sino hydro ni na eye China sa no mo but Russia yonkofa no almost the military support in Tokwa and a political consultancy sa no mo yonkofa enti sa yonkofa no eno ne ye pe ana now by potentially aligning with Russia Ghana could unwittingly become a pawn in Russia's broader geopolitical ambitions which often prioritize the Russian state interest over local stability. Enti any yedi BBC daily guide for reporting ne tofa any yedi chirichiri mo abano. To be fair to Joyce Bawa Mogtari yanko kind of statement because abane babetono everybody must have an objective mind. I say we condemn the disgraceful shadowy journalism by Asase Radio and Daily Guide. Title no. Inti asem na ye kan sisi an eno ne title new say a disgraceful a shadowy by Daily Guide. Daily Guide report no say ne ye kan no ekofa Dmitry Ivanov ni quote by Say Russia young kofano say in a bit media kwakosi. Now, former President John Dramani Mahama during book launch, books no ye fan check. Ye the man here diska. Enti Nsem-Pii na daily guide for akan eye disgraceful. Yenko kan Accra Ghana pro-government media outlets Asase Radio and Daily Guide on Thursday gave further meaning to their shadowy and unethical journalism practice with the publication of deliberately concocted stories accusing the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama, seeking assistance from government of Russia for the 2024 elections. The attempt na ya tro no brofo kakaka no. Say former President John Dramani Mahama say okoyere oko Russia na wakope mwa for the upcoming elections. And no say omacheda abopo and omo kan sama any means sama any person to former President John Dramani. Asam omo kan omo say Buki ya olanche ye sika na ode kwa kope eno akeke no mkan na so ukoji we sika sa na oyeden o ma usika sa na ma we no taye sa na mkan ye nti ye to so over the last almost 8 years the government of Nana Akufo-Addo has relied on misinformation ahana de Nana do asem no oyeden oka nti ye nkan ho because eno nye bi nti ya Otro president Nana do Danko Akufo-Addo on kasa assembly o e former president of Dramani Mahama any ye person here den ye tie de okwakoye wo Russia into there to be fair ni yenkan has relied on misinformation and disinformation as tools to whitewash the corrupt, deplorable, disrespectful, incompetent and maladministration that has pushed many Ghanaians into the hardship and difficulty in making ends meet. Okay, I'm going to oh my Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and I watch second paragraph. We became aware on Thursday of the syndication of a pack of lies written by NPP propagandists and being passed off as news articles for various NPP tabloids and propaganda outlets, including Asase Radio and Daily Guide. In trouble. But here no pictures. Former President Dramani Mahama, Ukraine book, also done from English to Russia. Ghana for over kind Russian book, terriers. Echo Tonama Russia for. Now, while it has always been obvious that Asase Radio and its affiliates were established as conduits for government propaganda, one would have thought that after passing them off as media institution, George Anda, Wilberforce Asare, and co would shamelessly spread falsehood at everything, will be minded by the need to at least remember that the practice of journalism comes with some ethics. Where almost 4 paragraphs of info-press statement on former President John Dramani Mahama visit to Russia no, and any 4 paragraphs and any attempt no. Yeah, to ask. In deciding to join the Daily Guide and the Ministry of Information's fake news factory, Asase Radio must know that fabricating stories that claim that the NDC flag bearer is in Russia to solicit financial and technical support towards the 2024 election, when the available information and evidence of Mahama's presence in Moscow is public, is a danger to our politics and cast a slur on Ghanaian journalism and unethical. Enti, I say, omo chire omadwene efa former president of Dramani Mahama say wakopie mo Russia. Say ni book nti na wakopie mo Russia. And as I say book no wo de koche anasa wo koton. Na koton a ukoje Russia sika. Russia for na omo ma Burkina Faso scan. Burkina Faso anye bia democracy wo ho. And then the questions no. Omo ye den omo busa Russia for na omo use your friend is saying Wagner group no no kure anase enye no kure was Central African Republic na Joyce Bawa Mogtari say lies no kure anase enye no kure obi gugu sisi no kure anase enye no kure. But still na on kasaye about the main purpose about press release no Asase and a Daily Guide on what attendidie and what press release no. As has been published by responsible news outlets on all its social media and others, and www.johnmahama.org responsible media outlets ni na wamba baako din da say baako ben ene eka proper report of former president Dramani Mahama di okwakoye wo Russia baako ben because former president Dramani Mahama kwakoye ade e wa abrochira normally utimi hu videos utimi hu in kobodia eko won ni omo shia e ka copy mu wo I think London Harvard University crani omo ko di come student room utimi demopete we the Russia ye ni preview to any videos bia of nkomodia ekoso ho enti eno ne create a lot of them nsɛm a nkurɔfoɔ yɛ den ɛtwe ba ɔmo sɛ ɛna ɔkɔyɛ wei anaasɛ ɔkɔyɛ wei anaasɛ ɔkɔyɛ den ɔkɔyɛ wei na ɔkɔyɛ wei a ɛho nsonsansoɔ no ɛne nie now ɔsɛ in attendance at the well-attended interactive and intellectually engaging presentation was Ghana's ambassador, His Excellency Dr. Oheneba Echan Opoku-Ware, and her staff from the embassy in Moscow. Were they there to support Mahama's request for campaign funding? It was Ghana's ambassador to Russia. Eko PMO was our event. Oya appointee of former president, current president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It was Ghana's ambassador ko PMO honing kwa de former president John Dramani Mahama ontimi NDC ka. I said, ene de oka ekosihwe. In conclusion, I say as a statesman of considerable repute, Mahama believes in fostering healthy relations among nations to promote global peace, security and prosperity. This is what he has been known for since the early days as MP, Minister, Vice President, President, and over the period he has been engaging many nations and institutions around the world, promoting and putting Ghana and Africa across. NDC Bawa Mogtari replied to Daily Guide or more report and eden yabon tofa kakra eden abraham yedwia near the baby a source of this news way so Gordon Asaribedi akon nsem odi tudwa regarding Russia visit by former President John Dramani Mahama and so ayeden akahu now a better say moving forward no edidi atam no de ene emboa enye no ne yedi win election on the ground bimbila cherepone pandai now on the ground and only Dr. Mahmoud Bami Ejuma oye but and no na Gordon Asaribedi akose so we ye say hackers because 2020 ya hacking easy for friend is saying website sa hackings bi kokoko so eso mo yeden omo hweniye no omo bon ho ban because a potential danger coming into the 2024 election even the United States of America hackings because former President Trump can ye cause United States yes Russia for bibri na omo yeden omo kan we ensem a nkofo air kan and e bram ewo Nsem-Pii TV. So you check Gordon Asaribedi akon. Initial remark on former President John Dramani Mahama's visit to Russia, Moscow, and